There we go. There we go. Sorry guys, I was having trouble finding my camera. It was for some reason or another not working, probably because I turned it off. To figure out how I did that. So, we are back in 7 days. We are in the 2.0 update, and we are in the patron member server. How goes everybody? Christensen, how ya doing? Gray, how ya doing? Alright, looks like everything else is working. Okay, let me go ahead and do my stuff. I've actually been sitting here for a minute trying to fight with my stuff and things, so I've just been... Thank you, Bradicus. Ah! I don't even have my stuff on. Hang on. That's what I'm missing. My activity feed. I feel like I need another camera over here that's on this side of my desk, so whenever I turn away from my microphone to do a thing, I'm still talking into a camera. Okay, let's all take 5 seconds. It's Bradicus's birthday. Happy birthdays. It says I'm live. It says you're live. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Read the note. Get a bit of experience and open our challenge menu. And then do the things. Okay. More cameras, the better. That would be hilarious. You know, honestly, if I did have a secondary camera, there's a... Who is it that does it? It's Nutty, I think?
You've been real bad. I can't believe how bad you've been. I'm calling the police on your ass.
Thank you. Thank you, Richie. The guy's name is Nutty, and he does a whole lot of, like, streaming app things. Like, he builds features for streamers and stuff like that, and they actually have it to where you can do like a certain amount of bits, or they make it where the moderators themselves can actually change certain features, such as the layout of the camera on the screen, or even change to a different screen depending on what happens in the chat. I think if I was to spend like a little bit of extra time learning how to do that, we could set up like a different camera for if we wanted to do like a donation of squats or something like that. I know I took that off of there. This setup here is not really great for it. It's okay for it, but I'd probably wind up running my butt to my other desk. But if I was to have a secondary camera that was facing out this way, I could actually do squats and push-ups, which would be hilarious because I haven't done a push-up in years. But it would make it to where I could change out camera angles and we could do more stuff during streams. I think that would be fun. I need stairs. The kind that you can get off the ground this time, though. Aha! Please stare. Here we go, here we go. Stone axe, craft that. Cat cams? Yes, we could change it out to a cat cam. If we had it facing in a couple of different directions, we could have wherever it is they're laying, either over there by the window or over here on the desk. That would be awesome. I don't think I would get the same type of camera again, but it would be a whole lot of fun having a couple of different, you know, like stylus cameras and stuff like that. Have one that's like way further back or something. Harvest stone. I need one of those big stones I saw earlier. Aha. Bucket of chicken cam? Yes. Definitely the bucket of chicken cam. There we go. Craft that one, and while we're at it... And then craft a club. Primitive bow. And then we just need arrows. There we go. Get all of the stuff out of my hotbar. Okay, and the only thing I will grab out of the thing is the helmet light mod. You guys just remind me that I need to repay that one if I haven't done it by the end of the stream. Hopefully we will have found one by the end of the stream. There we go. But we have that in case we go into a dark area, everybody can still see. Here we go. We are set and ready to go. Okay, so where did everybody else drop? Oh yeah, open challenge window. Bam! Okay. Why is there just a random drop sitting out here too? I mean, I might as well. There's no sense in it just sitting there. Oh, it dropped when you guys were testing. Okay, okay, gotcha. Well, farm bundle, crafting, fortifying grip. Okay. Well, I stole you guys' drop. Haha. Yoink. East. Probably like 1K out or something is desert. Hacks and cheats. Liz got an airdrop on day 1? Yes, hacks and cheats. Big map this time, 8K, not 6. Okay, okay, gotcha. There we go. How's the stuff and things? They're going pretty good. They are going pretty good. I managed to get out to the garden, get a couple of things done. I've determined this weekend is going to be a gardening weekend. I need to get some of my editing taken care of, but I have got to get out in the garden and tear out some of the tomato plants. They look pitiful. And I have got some bean plants. I don't know if you guys have ever grown beans specifically, but I decided to try out an asparagus bean, which is like a really, really long, thin bean. And we got like enough for one meal. And then the ants started backpacking aphids up into my plant, and I was like, okay, I'll just wait and see if the other animals or whatever, you know, the predatory insects like ladybugs or something like that can get in there and take care of them themselves. Well, it has been like practically a month, and I have seen one ladybug. I have seen no baby ladybugs. I've actually seen like regular flies and stuff, like there's dead things in there. Hey. I have seen like all kinds of stuff, everything but things that eat aphids. As a matter of fact, the population of aphids is so big right now you can barely even see the leaves. So, despite not having anything new for like organic pesticides, I've got some BT and spinoside, something like that. One of them made out of a plant, the chemicals in a plant, and the other one's made out of a bacteria or something like that. And you spray it on there, it takes care of the bad guys. My stuff is from last year, and it's supposed to have an expiration date. But I was like, you know what? If it kills the beans, the only thing that's going to happen is the beans are going to die faster. Right now, they're dying a very slow and painful death, so I loaded up my sprayer, and sprayed the crap out of those plants. We'll see what happens. Hello.
If you drink all the... Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it. Hey, jerk. What are you standing there for? Don't you have work to do?
Oh no. Oh no. We have to go do the buried supplies, guys. Where are we going? That way. Back the way we came! You had a family reunion. Guess what we took? Go ahead. Guess. I'm not sure what you took. It's probably something crazy. But me? I took a bucket of chicken. What did you guys take? I was having an existential crisis trying to edit and everything like that. Yesterday I was seriously thinking about a bucket of chicken might help. Of course you put it right next to... Look, there's the chicken! Dude! Flappy, you're missing the chicken! Nope, no, not those kind of beans. Not like pinto beans or anything. These are like green beans. I was supposed to be planting some black-eyed peas in there, and I don't want to plant the black-eyed peas in there along with it, so I can have some dried black-eyed peas because it's already taken over. Oh, well, thank you for turning our road into a dirt patch. This is why we can't have nice things. Ding, ding, ding. Y'all literally took a bucket of chicken? That is awesome. New feature, buried supplies is on a road, it becomes dirt. I guess that does save you a little bit of time. I probably should not get myself stuck in here. Just in case. It's not supposed to spawn any bad guys, it does not mean it's not suddenly gonna just start spawning bad guys. We've been through this before with the fun pimps. You know that thing we said that we take out earlier? Yeah, well we put it back in and we did tell you. Jablin, how ya doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Team invite? I am not the leader, it is Reaper. Reaper, could you send a team invite? Okay. I don't even have anything I can put in here. Hang on. That dude was just casually walking down the road and you just smacked him in the back of the head. Is this a robbery? Sarah, a reason you're teabagging that particular- oh, you teabagging the- okay, zombie. Gotcha. How am I doing? I am doing a-okay. I was spraying stuff inside my garden. I have determined this weekend has to be a gardening day because I've got a lot of tomato plants that are... Some of them are actually producing proper tomatoes, and some of them were so far gone by the time I got them trellised up that the fruit that they are producing isn't good anyway, so I just need to go ahead and rip them out and get them out of the way before they make a bigger mess than they already have. And, that and I just watched some videos and stuff like that this morning. It was just kind of a chill morning. I probably should have done some editing, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So, yeah. How's your day going? What have you gotten done today?
Well, morning. I got a
Does anybody
hangover,
choose
so just
anything
keep
besides
it
the machine
down.
gun here? Anybody ever?
Oh, I got just the job. Good luck. You better not make me regret this.
Pipe shotgun? Really? Yeah, okay. Oh, man. Can you imagine the first time that thing didn't get you killed, right? Bad guy bag? Oh no. Oh no. Somebody really had a thing for feet. Not a single one of them has their legs anymore. How is this guy sliding forward when I hit him? It's rude. Stop! New server? Yep, brand new server. All of the details are in the server chat. Good grief. Stop. There we go. Think they hit point buffed them? I think they did too. They've made them basically the same instead of half. Like they used to be. Aw. Poor little dudes. You like the shotgun? The reload time on that one is so bad, and you get like a shot, and then you have to reload. A shot, and then you have to reload. And that's it. It's basically a good way to get you killed. Shotguns are fine, but the pipe shotgun is horrible. It's basically like the blunderbuss used to be, except that people used to, because it was like the only weapon you can make early on, before pipe weapons became a thing, people would like put blunderbuss all the way across their hotbar and just run with an entire pocket full of blunderbuss. Blunderby. Blunderbusses. Yeah. You know, this place is kind of speaking to me in the spooky department. Let's see. Hello? Vehicles. Farmers. There are bad guys. Hi, how are you? Is this your hole? Gotta restart your game because you switched EAC off. Ah. Okay, I saw that out of the corner of my eye. We were getting some choppy streaming and stuff. What's going on? Cat chow. Thanks. I was waiting all winter long, just absolutely cannot wait for summertime to hit, springtime to hit. Now that it's peak summertime, I'm like, I'm smelling pumpkins, please, for the love of God. Pumpkin spice me. I even have my spooky wallpaper on. I can't wait. Hey! I thought there would be another person in here. Did you come down from here? Ah, okay, okay. okay, okay. I will take this place. There's not going to be a mission here because it's a remnant, basically. And it's close enough to the trader where I can get some missions and eventually get up out of this biome as quickly as possible. I just need a place to store crap. Resist the pumpkin spice? No, 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 no. You must embrace the pumpkin spice. What do you mean? Ah, snake! Are you for serious? Where did the snake go? The only thing that's worse than seeing a spider is losing the spider. Don't touch that. I see you. There he is, there he is. That's what I get for talking about pumpkin spice? The heck you say? Wash your mouth. Pumpkin spice is awesome! Dude, I am growing so many Seminole pumpkins, hoping I can get some pumpkins out of it this year. I have no idea if it's actually going to happen. They don't look great. But then again, this is my first time ever growing them, so I don't expect them to look very great. That's what you get for talking. Blah, blah, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. You know, legit, I've never had anything pumpkin spice before. I jumped on the no spice bandwagon without a thought. Really? Okay, okay, look, I get it. Pumpkin spice has got this rep for being a white lady beverage of some sort, but it basically is like pumpkin pie. I mean, if you like pumpkin pie, you're gonna like pumpkin spice. You may not like pumpkin spice in everything, but that's essentially what the flavor is. If you get it in ice cream or a coffee or something, you're just gonna have ice cream flavored or coffee flavored or whatever. And if you really like pumpkin pie, you're going to like pumpkin spice. I don't think I know of a single person who really likes pumpkin pie and doesn't like pumpkin spice. Okay, did I pick up any more wood? I need some storage. Craft those. How much stone do I have? I need a land claim. Let's go ahead and make one of those. I need a bedroll. Let's go ahead and make one of those. And I need a campfire. All of the things. It's a cute little cubby. It would be a shame if something were to happen to it. You love pumpkin pie? Leave the spices in there out. Only get out of my drinks. Oh, psh, psh. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's just an outside resistance to it. It sounds gross, and therefore you're not even going to try it. Whereas I, on the other hand, have actually tried to eat pineapple on my pizza and found it wanting. If you have not actually tried it, and you're just like, oh, ew, gross, then you're prejudging. And prejudging is not okay. This does not even need to go there. Well, let's go ahead and throw those down. Well, why not? Get them out of my inventory. Let's take this, this, and this back. I need all three of those. Let me destroy these so I don't get confused. It's not the pineapple's fault you don't like sweet meat. Exactly. But I did try it. Just because I don't like sweet meat doesn't mean I haven't tried a sweet ham. I tried it, I didn't like it. Just because I don't like sweet meat doesn't mean I haven't tried the pineapple and ham or pineapple and pepperoni pizzas. I tried them, I don't like them. I would figure even though I don't necessarily like those, maybe the combination is okay. Nope. Nope, 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 it's not. It's not okay. Need to try pumpkin pie? Pumpkin spice gas. I mean, that would be a good way to go. It's better than pepper being sprayed with pepper gas or whatever. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way and patch up these holes in the floor so I don't fall through again and break a leg. Pepperoni jalapeno pizza. Now, I've done pepperoni and banana pepper. I've never done pepperoni and jalapeno. But I do like banana peppers on my pizza. I'm like the only person in the house that likes banana peppers on the pizza, though. Please don't let me fall through the floor. I'm probably just standing ever so slightly just on that one block. Okay. But regardless to the rep of pumpkin spice, I really enjoy pumpkin spice. No lie, no jazz, no getting on a hype train of any sort. I like pumpkin. I mean, like, I have literally bought cans of pumpkin. And, did I have any more wood? Cans of pumpkin and made them into other things here at the house. Like, I've mixed them in with ice cream. I've made them into muffins. I've made them into, I don't have anything to put that in. I've made them into pancakes. I've made them into, like, breads and stuff like that. They're very versatile. I love pumpkin. Now, I'm not a huge fan of, like, a savory pumpkin. I like sweet pumpkin. I'm pretty sure there are people out there that would do, like, a savory pumpkin. Okay. I need to go out there and earn a living so that I can make some more food. I can make some more food, get some more food. After I drop those, because I'm going to pick some more up and get the ammo for this. Did I need anything else? I'm going to take these so I can make some more arrows. Head to the rally point. Okay, I need stone, and you know what? I'm not going to take out my spooky trees in the front yard. Those can stay. I'll go over here and get this nice, lovely green tree. Guess who woke up with necks and shoulders that's stiffer than a door, snaps, crackle, pops me? Pumpkins? I'm stealing that, just so you know. Yes. Yes, I have. Now, do that with pancakes. Pumpcakes? Pumpkin? No. I don't know. I am sorry your neck and shoulders, like, slept wrong or whatever. It's always awesome whenever you get to the age where you can hurt yourself sleeping. It was a very awesome time indeed. I have had this happen so many times, it's ridiculous. I was just fine and slept the wrong way and woke up and can barely move my neck. Okay. I have not experienced the bees yet. That'll mess up my world? Well, we'll see, we'll see. We shall see. Get myself a good array of arrows. I need some stone. More stone than that, please. Ah, here we go, here we go. Okay, and south is the snow biome. I actually like the bees. Annoying, yes, but they make the world more believable. Yes, I think people have been asking for the bees to be in the world for a long time. not the... It's okay. I fixed it. There we go. Plenty of arrows.
What a noob uninstall.
Ah, you wound me deeply. Where are we going here? Where do we go now? Okay. Thank you, Brett. Bees are cool. They should not be able to break legs, infect, and everything else they do. They're more dangerous than demos. Can they break your leg? Remove the spitters and just keep the bees? Yeah, the spitters probably need to be gone. I don't think that they should be able to break a leg. They should be able to chase you out of some place to cause you to break a leg yourself. Like fighting with a spider. A spider may not hurt me, but I will hurt myself trying to get the spider. So... But I think they probably should be able to cause an infection. How long do you plan on having the server for? Also, what mods do you have on? Are they server-side only? And would I need to install something if I were to pay and play on the server? We typically, 9 times out of 10, will use server-side mods only. We have the server going through August. It usually lasts about a month to 2 months, depending on how long the map holds. Sometimes we'll stretch out how long a server is open. If everybody is on here and playing, the server continues. If people stop playing on it, we reset the server and everybody just gets back in and does whatever. Usually, if people are having fun and doing things in the server, it stays up longer. Plain and simple. But typically they last about 2 months because it's about how long the map integrity holds. And as far as people getting into the server, it's a patron and member server. Right now I don't have membership on for my VODs channel. It's on for my main channel, which is, it's More to Me for Life VODs. More to Me for Life is my main channel, so if you want to become a member that way, I just don't have it on for all of my channels. I've got this one, my VODs channel, my gardening channel, and I really don't want to turn memberships on everything. That just seems like I'm being very needy. I prefer to just keep it in just a couple of places. So whichever way you want to do it, however you want to do it, if you go through the patron memberships, you can actually get membership for you and a buddy to get into the server by doing a combined thing, like you're responsible for that individual. If they get into trouble doing something dumb on the server, you're responsible. But you give them the information, they get into the server with you. That's one of the benefits of doing it there. So it just depends on which way you want to do it. They do all the critical damages. They do? With an elevate, they have a critical chance of hitting you. That does not seem right. I understand. Do the bees actually cause slow like the plague spitter stuff does? Being a Twitch member does not give you access. No, because being a Twitch member, you can be gifted membership via Twitch. And sometimes people will bulk give out Twitch memberships. So, no, we don't have one that way because people could just, like, not invest anything into it and come in and grief a whole bunch of people, and I don't want anybody on here griefed. So, in order to keep people on here and following the rules where I don't have to go out of my way to say, hey, dude, we happen to know that you're looting the entire loot room, but you're not doing anything for the rest of the building. Could you please stop being a butthole to everybody else on the server? I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to be that person. I want everybody to be an adult. So, yeah. If people are actually invested in something, they're less likely to go around and just mess with folks. I have not noticed the slow. I've been too busy fighting for my life. Does changed weapons cause a stone axe does diddle to them? Okay, so they probably don't cause slowdown because that shows up down here in the bottom left hand. I was missing a point on my screen for you guys. But it'll show up down here as an actual effect that happens. If they're causing you to slow down. Huh. Yes. Come on, over here. I should have taken out that tree so I could see a little bit easier. Oh well. Hello? Hello? Okay, you are inside the building. Come out of there. Hello? You gonna open the door for me? I mean, I could walk around. I'll wait here. I'll piddle around inside some containers, and whenever you decide you want to come out here, just smack me on the back of the head to let me know you're here. Okay? Okay, I guess we're going up here. I still haven't spent any of my beginning points yet. Definitely below me. Hi, Richie. You are back. You have eaten the foods. Okay. Oh, and you were saying keep the baked goods out of your stuff. The only thing that's in it is the pumpkin puree or pulp or whatever. In some of them. In a lot of cases, the only thing that's actually added in there is the spice that you would put in a pumpkin pie. You would put in other stuff. There is actually a spice mixture called pumpkin spice. It's not actually a pumpkin pie stuffed into your cup. You've done this POI so many times since 2.0 launched. I think it's a mandatory POI near Rex. Oh, Lord. Let's see if the beeves give a rare sickness chance, like a 0.1% chance of getting that gives the player debuffs like the virus from Fallout 4 from the mole rats. Oh, don't give them any ideas to copy more of Fallout. I mean, no offense, but they have really taken a lot of stuff from Fallout in the last couple of updates. To the point of, let's hope Bethesda's dev team doesn't start playing the game, or there might be trouble. If they had some other sicknesses aside from just the virus, or something slowing you down, if they had a listing of sicknesses similar to the Fallout series that certain creatures could implement, they would probably have to implement I'm not in the quest. I'm doing a mission. Richie, if that's what you're here for, is I'm in the process of doing a mission here. I'm not trying to set up a base. I know I'm sitting here talking a lot, but I'm not actually setting up my base here. I set up my base in a remnant in town. He's talking. He shouldn't be talking about my home. My house is a remnant. It shouldn't have a mission. That's the whole reason I chose a remnant. There's no missions. I've only played on 1 or 2 multiplayer servers in the past. I never realized the map integrity was such an issue. Kind of par for the course for this game, though. Yes. It's one of the reasons why they will probably never actually attempt to try and make it to where between updates you'll be able to go back to play old saves, because the old saves will eventually break down anyway. Don't do that. What am I doing? Stop that. It's because the maps just simply don't hold up. To be fair, this latest update seems like it might hold the map longer than any previous update. But not by much. Stamina, please. Dude, did you just stand on her head? I didn't even see you move your club. It just looked like she fell down in front of you. Oh, Lord. Hey, there it is. Okay, here is a helmet light mod. I have gifted myself a helmet light mod at the start of the server. I do this every time because I have people who don't see very well and they don't like to watch the videos and strain their eyes whenever I'm having dim areas, so I always gift myself one of those. There's me paying it back. I cannot sell it. I cannot keep it. I cannot put it inside of armor or anything else like that. It is on the ground and given back. There. First episode, we have already gotten that out of the way. Return to trader. Okay, I'm done. Ugh. I also meant to check this. Nice. It will probably have you wait a certain amount of time after my job is done before you can activate, though. I'm not sure what the timer is. A party invite? Reaper's still in charge. Jazz, how goes it? Remnant POIs now have a chance to be mission POIs. That's not okay because there's not an in loot in a remnant. That's the reason they're a remnant. What? That's the point. They're like basically an empty building with like a casual container or a stack of ammo or something at the very top. There's not even an in loot. I know of some mods that turn remnants into missions. I didn't know that they made the main game that way. Are you sure? Did I reload this? No, I did not. I was just waiting to find a bad time to find out I didn't do that. Okay, let's deal with Wrecked again. Hi, Erect. One of these days people are going to catch the fact that I'm not actually saying
we got
Wrecked.
ourselves a real-life hero, and now he wants to be paid.
This is sucky loot. Okay, I guess I'll take the lockpicks.
I don't like you. It's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
No, you were just kidding? Oh, okay. Okay. Don't make me scared like that. Don't make me scared. Don't scare me. What you doing? Scoping out some wheels? Chaplain joined! Nice. Gotta go find a home before I quest? Ah, gotcha. I have got me a tiny little remnant over here. I need to go drop off at. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Can you move in because you're homeless? Yeah, sure. I've been living in the attic. Ah! Oh, jeez. I know how to walk. I know how things work. What do you mean? Upgrade those. At least I have a couple of honeys. What kind of miso? Put that there, and then... this here. Tier 2 knuckle wraps. I have no idea what kind of character this is going to be, so I'm not going to drop anything. I have made no choices on this particular character. I figured I would wait until nightfall, and then I will actually go through and put my points in and figure all that stuff out later on. Freaking Aussie waifu. This is a good mission for getting some chicken. Did you seriously follow me all the way over here, lady? No means no. Oh, jeez. Alright, let's go this... chicken. I need a cooking pot. Have either of you got a cooking pot? Oh no, I pissed him off. Ow! I'm too cool to hit flowers. Okay. You been watching the Osbournes TV show? The Osbournes? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Ow! Stop running! And the chicken's trying to get away. Machine gunner? Is it overkill if you use a pipe weapon? This is considered a pipe weapon, right? Definitely not overkill, right? I didn't make myself a pipe, not a pipe. Oh my gosh. A knife. There we go. Last time. But the chicken did not get away. A tier 2 hunting knife. Nice. He just stole all of the luck in the entire server? Every bit of it. All of it. Hello? Keeper. Like Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, they made a show back in 20... I know who Ozzy Osbourne is. I didn't know that they had a show. I'll be honest with you, I didn't... I don't guess I keep up with that. I didn't know who the Kardashians were for a long time either, so it's not really saying anything. And like, I knew Ozzy and them were, like, music folks. I didn't know that they had a show. You fell? Are you okay? Okay, get my stamina back. Who are you and what do you want? This isn't Cheers. Jeez, of course, that little step right there, that little step. I was not trying to walk across the pool table. Daggum game. Osborne's had a show, and then there was a show about Ozzy and Jack traveling. Okay. It's not that I didn't find the music interesting, but I did not find the music interesting enough to follow a show. Stop running! Oh, are you guys gonna go upstairs? Why? Oh, you're trying to get outside. Stamina, please! God. Dinner is trying to escape! Thank you. I hate early game stamina. It sucks so hard. This is- oh my god, she's trying to take my meat! No. This is my meat. Of course, of course. Don't you touch it! Freaking Ozzy waifu is after my meat now! Such a stereotype. Such a stereotype. Do you see a mustache on there? No, but you guys ate one of my chickens anyway. Rude. So rude. This is my dinner. This is my bucket of chicken. It's funny? Okay, cool, cool. So it's like a comedy reality show? Is it reality? I have to fight over the- oh. Giggity? Yes. Oh, there's still some more in here. Don't you do it. Okay, you're not convincing me to run out of stamina again. Oh, don't make it back out of there. Why do they keep going for this? What in the wide world of 7 Days to Die deities compel you to path in this manner? Almost got me to say it. Now, Nokia, how you doing? Uh-oh, one's stuck. There we go. Dinner! It's the first reality show? Okay. Okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. I guess that's probably the reason why I have not really heard about it. Just don't watch a whole lot of reality shows. I'm more of a sci-fi person. Stargate, Star Atlantis, Stargate, Star Atlantis, Stargate Atlantis, Star Trek, Firefly, Hacks and Cheats? You have the hunting knife, 2 cooking pots, you have all that. See, Hacks and Cheats, dude. Dude's hacked the server, he's been here 2 minutes! He's taking all of the luck. You're not allowed. Okay, got everything. This place is not clear, though. Oh yeah, there's the dog out back. You're God's favorite princess today? Gotcha, gotcha. I heard that. That is a very subtle change that I do, in fact, like. You can hear their dog collar chain before you can hear the dog. There we go. don't recall if there's anything on top of this roof that warrants going up there, but I guess we should probably check. Garbage. We found the garbage. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Well, that means this mission is done. We can go. I will check all of the garbage. You never know, it could be good garbage. Every now and then there's good garbage. Dadgummit. Yep, Gray's getting all of the luck. He's finding all of the good loot day one. I mean, you know, the good loot that you can actually find on day one anyway. As it exists now. Spear Hunter, Handy Lad. I could probably go ahead and drop loot. Pretty sure you're not supposed to find hunting knives like this. What are you doing? I found some tier 1 shoes. Nomad. It is heavy armor, which is going to slow me down, but I'm already kind of slow to begin with, so it's fine. It's 15 o'clock? Yes. So what kind of stuff does the Osborns get into? They're like they're music folks, so it's like a rich family something or another. What kind of dumb things do they get into? And does any of it relate to pumpkin spice? I really can't wait for pumpkin spice. They just now got the s'mores stuff in, which I would really like a s'mores blizzard. Don't get me
I'd
wrong.
shake your hand, but I bet you got dysentery the way you smell.
You know what? I absolutely refuse to get your books. I'm not doing it.
Look, Buckhead, I'd say it's been an honor.
I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to continue getting your ammo and stuff. Yeah. I would say you were an interesting character that they put into the game, but it would be a lie. Ha! Come back. Just realized how much of a hot mess my hotbar was. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so which weapon are we running with today? What should we do? What should we do? Oh, lucky looter for Dukes! They travel for the Aussie shows, throw hams and other foods at neighbors who are singing Kumbaya, doing parties, animal shenanigans. Ah, so just partying it up like rich folks. Gotcha, gotcha. The silly things. Yes? Hi? Who woke you up? Who pulled your string? Ooh. Hello. Anna Grill? Gray. No, boot Gray from the server. He's taking all of the good things. I'm joking. I'm gonna mug you. Is PvP on? Banned. Yes, exactly. Are you gonna... How long is this gonna take you? Okay, I'll help. I will shiv people? Uh-oh. Don't forget having arguments with the ocean. Who argues with an ocean? So, Kit Gray or not, I'm ready to do it. No, no, don't actually do it. Dude's got all of the luck in the server. Don't worry, if that's the case, he gets to go over to the next biome before the rest of us do and deal with all that crap. Okay, how many points do I have? I had 9 points after all of that. Where do we want to go? Which weapon are we doing? I'm doing the batons in my regular playthrough, so I don't think that we should do batons in this playthrough. What should we do? Do the sledgehammer? I hate the sledgehammer. We can, though. Okay, and then... my gun. Living off the land. If we're gonna go face to face with them, we probably should at least go medium armor. Pain tolerance, and... oh, you know what? Really, I should not have done that. I did not mean to do that. I was not thinking. Never do healing factor before you put some stuff into Iron Gut. It's a bad idea. And I just did it anyway. Alright, so you mean to tell me these are like just a bunch of rich folks going from... I'm not trying to diss the show. I have no idea, I haven't watched it, but it's a bunch of rich folks that are drunk and high, harassing their neighbors. Is that what we're talking about here? Okay, huh. Thanks then, how you doing? Never do healing factor? That's the real rule? No, 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 no. I like having healing factor. That way in the evening time when you're just sitting at the base, you can eat food and heal up. If you haven't found enough, heals and stuff like that, you can eat food. It gives you options. And you can always use bandages if you've got the bandages. So it gives you 2 ways to heal your character depending on what's going on. But I always like to do Iron Gut before doing that one. I did not mean to take that one yet. It's gonna suck later on because I'm gonna go through food way too fast. Don't do it, lady! Oh, she angry. I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty good. We were talking about pumpkin spice and now we're talking about Ozzy, I guess. The neighbors are singing we're harassing them because they were the types who are, oh, they're rich and they are metal singers. Why won't they mind us blasting music past 2:30 a.m.? Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I have got a neighbor that I don't know if they're new, they're old, whatever, but they've taken to blaring their music basically all weekend long, meaning I can't record outside at all in my garden during the weekend. I have to do it earlier during the weekday, and if I don't get a chance to because I'm recording, I just don't get a recording done that week because in the evening time and every single weekend, practically all day long, the neighbor's blaring music. It is exceptionally frustrating. Don't you do it! I'm playing video games. Video games. I wrote you a note on the bathroom mirror. Hang on, just a second. Am I safe here for a second? Give me just a second. Okay. You passing along secret spy notes? No. No. It's just she was still in bed and I didn't want... There are very few places that I can guarantee that she's going to definitely go to. One is on the refrigerator and one is in the bathroom. Because everybody goes to get something to drink and everybody goes to the bathroom when they first wake up, so... The mirror is like the best place to put a dry erase marker when our dry erase board is already full. Look, we have a stone sledge. Oh, awesome. I don't have a stone. What do you mean? Hang on.
You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
There we go. Thank you for the hydration. This isn't fair when I say spawn near friends, it spawns me a kilometer away from everyone. Screw you, game. I thought it was supposed to spawn you right next to them. That's the purpose in it. You're near Gray. Oh, does it give you the option of who you spawn next to? I mean, it should give you that option. Hello? Housekeeping. Alright, let me steal from your food pile. I'm sure that's gonna wake you up. Hang on, what is this? Beef ration, nice. Wait. That whole situation, I can teleport you to the friends. It's like, no, I'll find my own way. It just reminded me of like, what's his name off of Star Trek, never wanting to be teleported anywhere. It's like, no, I might not arrive there with all of my bits intact. Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah, I'll find my own way. I'll do it. I still haven't found the supplies either. Okay, just go ahead and eat that. Come on over here, dude. I know Liz has up in here. The doors are all closed. What you mean? Whoa, bird! Have I got a reputation for leaving doors open? I probably do. That wouldn't surprise me. Lady, you don't close the door to save your life. That's probably true. Seeing as how the traders can't die, I see no reason in leaving their door closed. It's just something I'm gonna have to open again later on. Farmer gloves? Yeah, sure, I'll wear them. You know what? If the game was a whole lot more immersive, you know, like if it was going for realism or something like that, which we're obviously not because we've got fanciful creatures and magic armor and stuff like that, I would probably feel inclined to close doors because it would be more immersive. But since we don't actually have that, and that's not the game we're playing, I see no reason for it. Stepping in a body and it was getting between my toes. Still have not found the supplies. It's up on the roof. Are you for serious? How did I miss it? Close the trader doors? Psh, they don't need safety. Not even a little bit. What you want, Frank? Let me see if I can come off the top rope. Got him! Okay, everybody in the chat? Everybody in the chat? How many of you actually close your trader door every single time you go in and out of the trader? You're the reason I close doors. I have walked into traders and zombies have wandered inside, and it's night on day 4 and my tier 3 club ain't enough. You close it every time? Yep, you do? I used to close it every time. I used to. It used to be a thing that I did. You guys don't like having that heart-stopping moment when you realize there's a bad guy in there after you just ran in there to try and get away from a bad guy? You close it every time? You close them? You never close them except for Jen, Trader Jen, all the cars in a store? So you have a preferred trader? Okay, gotcha. Mostly? You didn't test PvP on you, Gray? Nope, sure didn't. This was not an attempt at getting some of that loot, was it? Threats were made. Two preferred traders, forgot the name of the other one. The one with the accent. Okay. Wait, y'all actually closed this door too? I just leave this door open.
How did you?
I never
you think
close that
you're
door.
Pretty smart now, don't you?
Very.
Hey,
I think I'm a genius. An absolute, unadulterated genius on the level with Elon.
What are you, a zombie?
I'm just
Decide
hampered by my brain loading time. I kind of want some food. I could get some meat stew. I don't think I get meat stew though. That's pretty expensive.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
I'm not actually comparing myself to Elon. I was joking.
Oh, I got just a job. Let's get one thing straight. You're not working with me. You're working for me.
Let's get one thing straight. People only interact with you because they absolutely have to, not because they're choosing to. Which is worse? Tell me, Rect. How do you feel? See this door? I close. A lot of the outside doors, I don't always close them, because sometimes I'll hit the button and it won't close, and I'll just keep going, because why not? But, like, the inside door, I never close that. Never. Not once. Not ever. I think the only time I ever worried about that one was in... Was it Darkness Falls, where the traitor could actually be taken out? They would respawn after a day, but, you know, that was actually kind of interesting. Hundreds of videos of her showing leaving doors open and she's trying to defend herself. When I walk past it, if I hit E on it and it does not close, I'm not turning around to go back and close it. Plain and simple. 9 times out of 10, I do hit E on it, but it happens to be in the part where it doesn't register you clicking at it, like the fencing part instead of the solid part. I'm not going to turn around and go back and close it. I'm just not going to do it. It's a waste of time. Something editing Liz is going to wind up cutting out anyway. What's the point? Not gonna do it. Not even close to worried about it. Okay, so we now know what weapon we're going to be using. Do I need to fix anything? No. Still need a cooking pot. I do have a point. And obviously we need our workbenches. So... the inside door is okay-ish to leave open. You had a great day doing yard sales? Nice. I love going to yard sales. I haven't been yard selling in a long time. Leave them open outside gates you do close. I think the fun pimps are going the right way with 2.0. Okay. How can I start gaming? That depends. Are we talking about gaming content, or are you talking about just gaming in general, because you just need a console or a computer and basically plug and play? Depends on where you are in your gaming adventure. Okay, let's go for this other mission. Let me just jump out of here and expect something to catch me. It's not going to happen. You buy a tripod for your phone and use it as an intro to your video recording? Yeah, you could do that. I mean, are you talking about being a content creator, or are you just talking about gaming? Because you said, I just want to be a gamer. How do I do that? That's hugely different than being a gaming content creator. The answer is exceptionally different. Richie, are you doing a mission? Content? I would say before you do anything else, first off, you need to understand what it is you're getting into. Being a gaming content creator isn't just playing a game and posting a video. It's finding the right type of game, finding an audience, learning how to edit. It's a long process. Eventually, not anytime soon, upgrading stuff. Oh, let me get out of your... There we go. A lot of people look at gaming content, content creation as like an easy job. It's not an easy job. It was 10 years ago. But it's not anymore. And the reason why I say that is I've been doing this for 6 years now. I have a couple of factors that are working against me. I'm not saying that you will. I'm a female gamer. I'm also an older female gamer. I've got a limited amount of audience. So you have to know what your audience is going to be. And at some point you have to choose between whether or not this type of content is going to give you the amount of money you can live on. In some cases, a lot of cases, people never get to the point where they create, upload, and maintain enough revenue to live off of. So you'll 9 times out of 10 be looking at creating content and working at the same time. As it stands right now, and guys, this is just behind the scenes talk, I make as much now as I did working at McDonald's. No joke, between all of the sources of content that I make, between Patreon, YouTube, and Twitch, I make as much as I made flipping burgers. Literally flipping burgers. So you have to decide if this is what you want to do. That's like your first step. And as far as like content creation, find a game you absolutely love and find an audience who loves it with you. That's really all you can do. The rest of it will find itself, because if you're really interested in content creation, you're going to watch videos having to do with gaming content creation. So there's a lot of videos. People make thousands and thousands of dollars telling people the quick and easy way of doing it. It takes a lot of vetting on videos and stuff like that to actually find that. The only thing you can do is watch content, watch videos on how to make content, choose your own style, choose your own game, and find your niche. The future will tell what's going on, what happened with gaming. Hold on. The future will tell what's going to happen with game. You just need to be patient and not want it all at once. How boring would that be? People wouldn't want to play rest of open world games. What you talking about, Andy? Is this a criticism of my recent content? You are allowed your opinion. That's fine. Spout thine opinion all you wish. That is your choice. I have made my position on the situation abundantly clear. Where do I want to look? I don't think I've been in this church. Have I? Yes, I have. It's just changed. Okay. Let's go through town and look around. We got a little bit more time. He's going to be working on that mission. I have to wait 2 hours after that mission gets done, so we're not going to get around to it today. I don't know what INO is. I will never be a content creator. Yeah, there's a lot of people who could do other jobs and make a whole lot more money and probably stress less, because whenever... I think one of the things that I didn't take into account when I started content creation is my work... not work ethic, it's something like that. It's more like work anxiety would be what I would describe it as. If I'm sitting at home and relaxing, the whole time I'm sitting at home and relaxing, I'm stressing about something I could be doing because my job is at my home. Which means after I clock out and I go home, I'm not actually off of work, because I could stop watching a video, relaxing, or doing something else. I could go in there and create content. I could go and make a thumbnail. I could go and edit a video. I could go and do 5,000 other things. You're never actually separated from your job by just a clock out. And if you're someone who has that type of mindset, like you're constantly thinking of the thing that you should be doing or a thing you should have done, or whenever you've got a job outside of your house, it's like, okay, well, I'll do that tomorrow when I get to work. I just remembered, or I just need to do something. If you've got that mindset of you're thinking of things to do better, things that need to get done, but you have a job where you clock out and you leave and you go home, that gives you the break that you need to allow your mind to rest, allow your body to rest, to allow the stress to go down. If you have the mindset where you're constantly thinking of that and you work from home, you are never away from that. It never stops. And you could be sleeping at 10 o'clock at night and think, I should get up and do a thing. And I've got that mindset. And that's like probably one of the biggest issues I have is trying to specifically tell myself, no, stop working. Like, I've had to force myself to walk away from my PC a few times, and it's just like, no, I've been working on this for several hours, and even if it's not done, I still need to take a break. I have to take a break. Wait, does that look like downtown over there? That looks like a bit of a town. Let's keep walking. So there's a lot of factors. Don't just... Gaming content, if you're doing it for recreation, by all means, jump into it however you want to do it. Pick your game. I would say if you're wanting to do it eventually for money, I would start out making a YouTube channel and then streaming because it works better with the algorithms the way they sit now. The movement of viewership back and forth across platforms is what people are talking about, at least in my opinion. That's what I have seen. Watch tutorials. That's what I've been doing. I've been teaching myself this stuff, and I have found a couple of friends that know a whole lot more about things that I have no idea about that help me out when I've got like specific inquiries that I just don't even know how to ask the question, much less be able to research. All I'm saying is all open worlds don't last long. You know this game will be for years with content. Okay, Andy. Raise his hand, that's me, yeah, Bredicus. And like, there's quite a few times I don't know how to do something and I'll go into the Discord, help, please. How do I do this thing? I don't even know what to look for. I don't know if this is the thing. I think it's this, but I'm not sure. Help me. You're new, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, northeast. I still haven't looked at that side of town. Let's go look at that side of town. I've learned a lot, though. I've learned the right questions to ask. Like, I remember having done things before, and it's like, okay, I remember doing this. Where did we go to find the information? I know how to research it better. I know how to phrase the question better now. Before, I would not even known what to call it, much less where to look for it, you know? That just takes time. Content creation, learning content, learning your style, learning how to do video editing, all that stuff, it just takes time, research, and experimentation, really. Accept directions. That's just like an innate, absolutely masterful, divine thing that I have the ability to do is always know which direction is which. Obviously. I know how that feels, but not towards gaming content. I used to make TikToks long before TikTok was TikTok. I would have fun making them just to make myself. Then I'd turn into views, trends, and I got lost interest because it wasn't doing it for money. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. If you're just doing it to have fun and you stick with that mindset, you do it as that, it's easier because it's not, the stress is off of it. As soon as you start doing it as a job, the stress is on. The need to make certain types of content, even if you don't really want to make content. The need to keep a schedule. I mean, all that stuff gets factored in whenever it changes over to that. And there's like there's like an entire generation of folks that grew up saying, I want to be a content creator when I grow up, and that's just really, it's actually not the job that everybody thinks it is. It's just, he's stuck underneath the truck. It's been romanticized. Nowadays, it's definitely romanticized. I'm not saying I dislike it. I enjoy the job. I enjoy playing the games more than I enjoy the job. I enjoy hanging out with friends and servers more than I enjoy the job. I like posting stupid, silly stuff in the Discord more than I enjoy the job. So... And I definitely would much prefer playing video games, talking with folks and stuff like that, than dealing with stupid game developers. And by stupid, I use that term loosely. If you're ignoring your base audience, if you're ignoring customer complaints, if you're ignoring your own developmental strategy that should have been implemented 13 years ago, that makes you a stupid developer. If you're not doing those things, I guess you're not a stupid developer. You just have other plans that you're not telling anybody. Just vaguely say that. Dana! I know about the pain of creating art. I was studying to eventually become a comic artist. Yeah, it sounds familiar. I was, for the longest time, I was trying to write a book. I finally got my book done, and then I stuck it inside of an envelope and shoved it into the back of a filing cabinet, and it's been sitting there for, well, when I started this channel. When I started this channel, my goal was to actually tell stories using video games to get my storytelling brushed up. What I realized is I like playing games and I like telling stories. I don't like doing them at the same time because it's mixing too many things. It's too many ingredients in my cake, if you know what I mean. Some built-up channels are on variety gaming, not the best in my opinion, because I feel people usually come for the study content of one specific game. Yes. That is, variety content is actually just about a dead art. You either have a channel now that you started 10 years ago with variety content that still exists because you made a big name for yourself, or you have a small channel. Variety content is exceptionally hard nowadays to get started. The main thing is if you find a game, you already have a pool of people to pull from. There's a new game out there that I've been playing recently. It's Outlast Trials. Well, I haven't been playing just recently. I've been playing a lot in the past, and I've recently started playing it more because they finally put a filter in that I had been asking for, so streaming wasn't so bad because there were a lot of dingly bits and stuff like that that were inside the content. They finally put that in there so I could play it more, and I've actually been playing off stream a lot. And I'm sitting here looking through YouTube at I go to therapy like practically every evening now. But there's like maybe a handful of people in America who speak English even that make content over this specific game. Now, if this is a fresh game, there's a specific amount of people who play this game all the time. If there's a small amount of people making the only content for that game, that means you're basically guaranteed anybody who's playing that game is going to watch that content because they don't have a huge amount of choice. So if a game blows up and there's 5,000 content creators playing that game, which is the reason why new game drops are not a good thing to get into, such as, I don't know, what just recently dropped? Well, like when Elden Ring dropped, all these big name games and stuff like that, when they drop and big gaming content creators play them, smaller content creators are better off not playing those games because people are not going to come to a small content creator unless they already watch that content creator. They're not going to come to that channel to see this game because the big content creators are already playing it. So your first niche is figuring out which community you belong in, and it usually now is the game. The game is the first level of content, or the first level of filter for the community. And multi-gaming and, say, like your typical content creators who create several different types of content depending on, say, demos and scary games and things like that. Those are some hard as hell niches to get in on now. Until a whole bunch of people retire from it, there's probably not going to be room for people to go over and watch someone else play the exact same game. And even now, there's so many channels that are devoted to multi-game content. It's probably not going to happen. So I would definitely say if you're wanting now to get into content creation, find a specific game or one or two games that are in the same niche, survival, open world, sandbox. This is a niche, but this doesn't necessarily translate to other people watching. Say, for instance, okay, sandbox, open world, zombie. Sandbox, open world, Conan is not the same thing as this, and the two do not cross each other very much. Sandbox, open world, Ark. These are not all the same people watching these videos. Some overlap and some do not. So your game, sadly, your specific game that you will be typecasted into for the rest of your entire life, pick one that is definitely going to either last a long time, it gets constant updates, or that you can stand playing for the rest of your entire life. It's got a lot of different ways to play. Nice hat. This is the reason why games die. What, overplaying them? Or the developers that hate you? Yeah, try and avoid games where the developers actively hate their audience. Or fight against their audience. I think he's still up there. Okay, so we can head back to base. I still haven't found a cooking pot. Do I have the ability to make the forge yet? I don't think I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can definitely get all that stuff together. Yep, that's right, Andy. It's really good that they don't listen. It's awesome that they don't listen. That's what every single content creator and person who's been playing this game for 13 years has been saying. It's really great that the Fun Pimps don't listen to feedback. It's awesome. Definitely. Okay, what do we need? Leather, we probably need a little bit more leather, and these, and pipes. I need some more leather and a log. Okay, and then we're gonna need a little bit more cobblestone as well. Okay, we need some leather, so I don't have a wrench, we can't take apart cars. We need to find leather sofas. Don't you do it. Of course, I wasted all that stamina. All that stamina. Oh, man. Okay. Does this dude not even give leather anymore? Okay, he does. Good. Good. If I could find one more animal like a deer or something, that would be awesome. I don't think I'm gonna find one, but we can take a peek. Be better off finding a couch. Where is a guaranteed couch? We can check in this house, but this farmhouse does not seem like the place that has a leather couch. Let's check anyway. Why games die as a woe community? Making games that nobody's actually interested in playing is the reason why a game dies. Regardless to which community does it. And assuming gamers care about things that gamers don't actually care about is another thing. And And actually, I'd go a step further in saying making unattractive female characters is a reason why a game will die. I don't want to play an ugly chick. I also don't want to play an ugly dude, for that matter. At least your couch won't run away? What do you mean? Is your couch usually running away? What are you saying to your couch to make it run away? You know, I probably should have upgraded that before I did that. Let's go down here and find those... Yeah, that. And fix that. There we go. Which is another thing. Exactly why on earth do we have athletic gear for a woman that gives her saggy butt? Who voted for this? Seriously, it's saggy, poopy butt is what it looks like when you put the athletic gear on the chick. It's horrible. Not that I actually have to stare at it because we don't have third person or anything else like that, but still. I'm sure they'll sell us a better outfit later on, right? I need a cooking pot. That's what I was actually after. Let's do these and these. Nice. Hold your breath on that? No, I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Actually, I probably would survive. Cooking pot, please. Sam, you want to be a pretty chick? Exactly. If I'm going to play a dude, I want an awesome looking dude. If I'm going to play a chick, I want an awesome looking chick. Plain and simple. Did I contribute as a streamer and buy the DLC to help the game prosper for the future? No. I also was not a content creator who accepted free DLC and then refused to report that I got free content that I was making. There is a TOS that exists on YouTube. If you receive something for free and you're doing a report over it or whatever, a review, you're supposed to tell people that you got it for free. I am not one of those. I did not get it for free and I have not bought it. Why? Because I do not believe in it and I do not buy, receive, or report on things that I think are robbery. So, no, I didn't. Nor will I. And I do feel bad if there's anybody who was not informed that they were supposed to tell people that they got that for free and then therefore violated TOS. I'm sure it was mentioned by somebody. Should start with water, right? There we go. New run? Yes, we just restarted our server. As a matter of fact, the video of the server end for our last server went up on the main channel just a little while ago. Understand me right, not bashing on games, but the creators of the majority of new games don't take it into consideration to hire people who know how to write a compelling story that outlive the game. Yes, there used to be games that had compelling stories. They used to have stories where you had compelling characters, well-written characters. Whenever you had a female character, the female character acted like a female character. The male acted like a male character. These are things that did exist at one time. Sadly, hopefully eventually it'll all straighten itself out. I also need a grill. Because I've got some meats. Shame. Yeah, Andy, it's a real shame I didn't give them extra money for that. the reason being is because I have this code that you can actually ask other places that I do in fact engage in this. Whenever I feel like I'm being ripped off, I don't just blindly go for it. And whenever Fallout 76 broke its promise, I stopped playing it for 4 years. The fact that I am still playing this game and making content over it is first off a testament to how much I enjoy the game, and secondly to how much I've actually attempted to try and play other games and been typecasted into a content creator for zombies, which is fine. I like killing zombies in my spare time. But yeah, I'm not gonna purchase something I don't believe in. I'm definitely not gonna ask other people to purchase something I do not believe in. That does not go there. Hang on. Stop! There we go. Turn it back on. And now I can cook the meats. I do hope eventually this particular game develops a story that happens. I understand why they won't develop the story ahead of time and tell people how it's working or whatever. It would actually kind of kill it if they told us the story. I do hope that they start working towards it, because stretching out the beginning part of the game I think is starting to wear on people who are playing it. If you did, maybe they would give later first for others a negative as the problem. I have no idea what the first part of that sentence even meant. Problem, if it's a streamer, I would give them my full support. Andy, that is awesome. Do that. Do that. Do that thing. You do you, boo-boo. You do you. The dangly bits. Can YouTube peeps be banned? He's just stating his opinion. If he wants to... What's the proper phrase? Do that, then he can do that, I guess. It is not up to me to tell people they are not allowed to support certain things that I don't necessarily support. That's entirely up to them. And then... not that. Copy, shape, and rotation. No! I'm out. Why? Tell me why. Okay, let's go ahead and make some more. You can never have too many frames. There we go. At the moment, the trader says your name when I interact with him. Okay. You don't ever expect to see a story. I mean, they're still working on the Promised Bandits. Yeah, that's true. It would be nice to have a story to play through, but it would also be nice. I think it would be cool if there was a story. So if you wanted to do the story, you could do the story, the official story of what happened and where it's going and everything else like that. But I think what would be better is if they actually had scenarios, such as, you know, how we have the storms and we have the biome progression and stuff like that. If those were scenarios that you play. If you're wondering what I mean by a scenario, there's a game called RimWorld, And you have different scenarios. It's like your starting stuff that changes, the stuff that happens in the world changes, and people could create custom scenarios like the difficulty, how the zombies act, how much feral sense they have, how loot spawns. If all of that stuff was customizable into a scenario and they could change scenarios back and forth, I think it would be really cool. I think that would add to a whole lot of longevity for the game, but that's just my opinion. Burnt Forest badge, done. Desert next. Dude! It's day 1! You can't show that to them. They'll nerf it. Stop. Slow down. I'm joking. Do what you want to do. It's a sandbox game. Have I tried Scum? No, I have not. This is not Twith, where you can ban people for speaking freedom and shut them down because you don't like it. No, I don't actually have to have a reason, Andy. I can just ban people because I don't like them. If I really wanted to. I don't actually have to have a reason for it. I choose not to. There's a difference. I choose to have people come on here and state their opinion on how the game is going because everybody has a valid opinion on how the game is going. If you like it, that's cool. People who don't like it, that's cool. Everybody's going to have their own opinion on it. Heck, I have my own opinion on it. Other content creators have their own opinion on it. Heck, everybody who has a bad opinion of the game has different viewpoints on how it could be fixed. Just figured it out. I'm the devil on Liz's shoulder. Yes, yes, you are. I have the ability to resist, though. Where does this go? It completely bypasses the other thing. Let me get this out of the way. I just think the mod authors like Furious Ramsey, they have a story and give you those scenario types. Yeah, exactly. And they are trying really hard to make other scenarios. I think it would be awesome if things like that were implemented. Not ripping off the mod author. I mean, like, coming up with their own scenarios and events and things like that that can be implemented into the game so people can experience them and share them. I think that would be amazing. Some people forget you're a creator and boss of your own channel. Yeah, exactly. I have this firm belief that if you're in my chat and you feel like talking silly, you're more than welcome to talk silly all you want to. It's entirely your choice. If you offend somebody or something like that, that's a different story. And I have my own viewpoints on what I consider offensive. So people saying that they support what's going on with the game does not offend me. Not even a little bit. I don't care. How's your day going, by the way, Peter? We were talking, you know, before everything got weird and stuff, we were talking about the possibility of upcoming fall. I'm already craving pumpkin spice. Some people are thinking I'm nuts, but it's fine. boring as usual? Uh-oh. That kind of day, huh? Yeah, I had a day where I started working out in the yard and I had to spray some stuff on my beans because aphids just really love beans. Well, the ants backpack the aphids up into my beans and farm them, and they've got their own, like, I don't know. If human population is going down, there will be no shortage of aphids. These guys multiply like crazy. Nothing ever happens on your birthday. Is it your birthday as well, Peter? My husband has found the best way to handle my birthdays. He just comes home and drops sushi off in my lap and leaves. He's like, now you can watch your own show, your own video, or whatever it is you want to do without me fussing. I'm like, okay. I feel like that, yeah, there's a block down here missing too. I can't get over there though to upgrade it. Who else is it? Yeah, it's Brennicus's birthday too. People think they can change to change people's thinking and not the streamer that's doing this for a living. Banning people, don't give money in your bank to please them with stupid agenders. What? Is that a word? You put spiders in your garden for the purpose of killing aphids? I don't think the spiders were able to keep up with it. Typically it'd be like ladybugs or something like that, or any number of things, but I saw one ladybug on the entire thing. I don't think they could keep up with the ants because the ants will protect the aphids. And, I mean, like, there were leaves you couldn't even see because the amount of aphids, beans that were on there that I couldn't pick because the amount of aphids. It was ridiculous. So I sprayed it with some BT and Spinosad to see if I can get them back under control. If I can get them back to a limit, then the ladybugs should be able to come in and take care of the rest of it. The problem is the ants, really. The ants in my garden are absolutely ridiculous. This year's goal for my garden last year was... the year before that was getting my garden in. The next year was the irrigation. This year is I'm going to be working on some beneficial nematodes and getting the beds turned over, prepped, and get the soil proper. If I have to do a couple of beds at a time, I am. But my goal is to try and limit the amount of ants. Speaking of which, for those of you, I don't know how many people we have on stream right now, but I did post something in the Discord. Jacksepticeye did a video on it, but the video's actually been, agenders is a LGBTQRSTUV thing, and I think he just meant their agenda. Oh, agenda. Okay. Gotcha. Agendas. Gotcha. There is a thing going on in the UK and in the EU where you guys can sign a petition to stop killing games. There's a whole video. One dude, I actually watched his video originally, is talking basically about... It's not just online games, but games in general. You know, a lot of games recently have come out and they've just been kind of a flop, and they'll put a game out for a month, people invest into it, buy this, that, or the others for it, and then they'll just crash the game. They'll take away the servers and everything else like that. So there's like a whole thing. I would definitely recommend going to watch it if you guys are interested in that. But EU and UK, if you guys are interested in that, I would recommend signing it. I don't know how much longer there is to sign that petition to get legislated to start looking into... It's not just video games, it's also software in general, on whether or not you actually own the rights to your software. Things like, what's that editing software called the it got real messy. No, it didn't get real messy recently. There was just drama around it. And it's just like that one dude that's a corporate shill is saying, ew, don't do this. And the reason being is he's a game developer too. So he wants the ability to yoink the game just like everybody else. I'm not worried about that dude. I don't care how big his channel is. The like Monster Hunter Wilds, yeah. What they did with the original, what is it she plays? I can't remember. There's a whole lot of games out there. I don't know all the games. There's a full video talking about it. It's not just that, but Adobe Premiere. It's like Adobe saying, hey, we've got this new version out. If you've got the old version, it's illegal for you to use it now. That type of stuff. It's like, no, I purchased it. This was not a lease. I purchased it. Their ability to continue doing that and basically taking away the thing that they sold you is also in amongst all of this. This conversation needs to be had since online stuff is so important nowadays. There needs to be parameters set for companies making things and then taking them back to resell it to you. It really needs to be had. Sadly, the US is too busy doing dick measuring contests all over the place for us to actually do it. So hopefully the UK and the EU can do something, and that might influence gaming companies to act right again. The whole you'll own nothing and be happy, yes. Exactly. So that kind of stuff is very important. I would definitely recommend going to watch the video and stuff. There is a dude that talked crap about it. He's a game dev. Don't freaking listen to a game dev say, I don't want the government sticking their fingers in my game development. Yeah, well, refrigerators back in the day didn't like the idea of people sticking their fingers in it, and everybody would have died if that was the case. Because of their ability to poison folks. Of course, they didn't want people sticking their fingers in it. There are customer protections and consumer protections on things for a reason. And this is one of those things that needs consumer protection. You mean like Destiny 2 where they sold a bunch of DLCs and basically removed all of the content? Yes. Basically. You bought both Java and Bedrock Minecraft for the kids and they tried to make me pay for it again? Yes. All of that stuff. Whenever we went from hard disks over to online files, a protection should have been put into place for those. When you buy them, you're not just leasing these things, you're purchasing the game. They don't get to just take it away from you. That's not the way it works. They might be able to withdraw their online service as long as they leave an ability for you to still access the things that you paid for in some manner. Even if all that is creating your own personal server for it and upkeeping it yourself. Means if you want to, you create your own server and you pay for it and you do all the upkeep on it and you do all that stuff. That's fine. I missed something on the roof, did I? Was there a bag on the roof? Oh jeez, I can't jump. What the heck? What did you do? Oh, there's a weapons bag. Oh, anybody want a pipe shotgun? I'll take these sledge parts. There's some other loot in here if you guys want it. There's a pistols book. Anybody using a pistol or a shotgun? There's a shotgun in it. I will take the parts because I do have to make a sledge eventually. How long is the night? Forever. Corporations bought legislation so that consumers have zero rights. Exactly. Exactly. There needs to be consumer rights on software stuff because the companies have started doing the thing that big greedy corporations do. They buy politicians that don't understand anything about software anyway. So sadly, it's one of those things that has been neglected. And of course, how many people in the Senate or Congress or whatever else are even considering at all gaming? There are a lot of people who invest money in gaming, and there's a lot of people who are getting into gaming creation with the sole intent of cheating people. That's their entire agenda. They're just making a game, they're asset flipping, and then they're getting out, taking everything with them. It's just that. You're eating a good taco salad? Oh my god, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds really good. Taco salad sounds so good. I hate not having a physical copy of the game. Me too. Me too. Ooh, Fireman's Almanac. Thank you. Molotovs burn 10% longer. Not bad. It's also the same way with music, but I think music does a little bit better.
You look thirsty.
They're a little bit better at
Why
it.
don't you get hydrated?
I am out of drink. I'm out of drink. There's somebody downstairs beating on stuff. Put a little bit to drink inside my character, and then I'm gonna go grab me a drink because I am out. I shall be right back. If you ain't got any shotguns anyway, the shotgun is just a waste if you die. Wasted if you die. That's true. I mean, it is something as long as you understand you shoot with it and then you swap over to a different weapon. It's not horrible. It's just, it would get me killed. I don't ever use it. I skip right past that and go to the pump shotgun. Chair stream? Oh no. Did I leave you guys unsupervised with my chair again? Y'all kept it PG though, right? Shotguns are my weapon. I'm just not going to use the beginning shotgun. I'm just not going to do it. You were PG? You were just enjoying the heating pad on your neck? Okay, gotcha. At least somebody was PG about it. Came back one time and I was like, whew! Steamy chair scene. kind of like having this opening here. Might just leave it. That way maybe I can put some farm plots on that side too. Pipe weapons are not as exciting. Pipe weapons are not exciting. Not even a little bit. I can't tell you the pipe baton was exciting because there was no other version of the baton at all before it existed. And the fact that it looks like a police baton is kind of cool. There's a slightly different animation that exists for that one. I can tell you it's still kind of disappointing that there's not an in-between or an in-game. Either like one that they could put in between that's like stronger than the pipe baton but not quite a shock baton. Or something after the shock baton that's a higher grade than that. I think it would be awesome, you know. But that's just me. Hi, Reaper. Extend it out, make it glass, add a couch, maybe a plant. Good place for coffee, yeah. I thought you said maybe a pint. It's like, yeah, a pint. I don't even drink beer. Yeah, sure, we'll do a pint. That doesn't sound good. Nice. A cricket bat would do better? I don't know. That still seems like it would belong in the bat situation, though. I feel like there's something missing. People are talking about doing a laser baton for late game, and I'm like, nah, because none of the other weapons get into the laser tech category, unless, of course, we're talking Darkness Falls. I feel like there needs to be a lower end, and then push the damage done of the regular shock baton up higher. And I don't mean, like, sledge turrets or whatever, because I honestly think the robotics should be their own thing instead of in with the shock baton. I don't think they quite go together. I like the sledge and the turret and the drone all need to be their own situation. Okay, so it is daytime, yes? Yes. I should be able to go do my mission now. There we go. Hello. Housekeeping. I've come to fluff your pillow. Is there even a chance? Don't do- Why are you- I'm clicked on this! Thank you. It's like, but maybe you didn't click on it. Maybe you just thought you clicked on it. This would be a great POI for Springs. Peeper. Come on, where's me a knife? You're saving for a cooking pot? Well, if you happen to be close to our area, we've got a forge. You can make yourself a cooking pot when you run through. Safe. Never mind. Have to let him get his way out of there. Never noticed before, but the back of the truck said bong. Or the oot. Generic Ford, yes. Is there an entire horde here? I know one of those dudes is my dude. He's working on getting me away into that room, but there seems to be another bad guy. Okay. Hold on. I have to get my range on this thing. There we go. Brain matter everywhere. Ed, what were you doing? There's a broken bottle in here. Just having a rough night, man. Zombie apocalypse. You're stuck in a tiny hotel like this. What do you do? Apparently Ed chose to drink all of the wine. All of it. You have your OG 1930s Jeep? Oh, what? A 1930s Jeep? Holy crap. Not this one then. Not you. Not you, okay. Apparently this has changed. Hold on, let's go get this guy. Is he done yet? Are you not focusing, sir? He's not focusing. I'm gonna have to go in there with him. I don't like doing this because that's gonna put me in slap my face range, but I don't really know any other way to handle this. Hi. Now stop. There we go. I have found cloth. Everybody saved. Except for the person outside. They're not. Army surplus auctions are nice. Dude, we've got an army surplus thing like 2 towns over. I still have never been to it. I have really wanted to go. I found a pistol. Pocketbook pistol! Okay, that one's locked. Unlocked. Hello! Cooking! Okay, we can't get into that one. Go back upstairs and finish what we were doing. Seems like there's a bit of thick air going on, guys. Thick air. Loot Goblin, you deserve the smack? Yeah, probably. Totally right. If I was ever gonna get smacked over loot, it should be over a pistol, right? If I had just been getting like cloth out of there, I'd have been upset. The timing. It's not good. I tried, dude. I tried. Okay. This room is done, and that still leaves what? the roof, right? Oh, we already went in there. Hi. How are you? Go back to sleep. Psst, you missed. No, like 9 out of 10 of my shots miss. It only takes once. Well, it probably takes more than once. What do we got? Can of chili. That definitely didn't look like chili. Unless you get maggots in your chili. It's disgusting. Supposed to go up through there, right? What's the way I'm supposed to go? Typically I'd have lost my patience by now and just beat my way through there. Through here. Huh. Pork fat chunks? Maybe floating on top? Perhaps. But that'd just be if it was beans, not if it was chili. Ugh. Everybody come outside with me, please. Hello. Tonight, I have got a whole bunch of tomatoes that I need to cut up and can for like stews and stuff. That's gonna be where I'm working on this evening. And if I have enough cucumbers, I'll be making another thing of pickles. I have got so many pickles. It's ridiculous. Which is saying a lot because my cucumbers haven't done great. But for a house that doesn't eat a ton of pickles, usually it's just me eating the pickles, I think we've done pretty good. Vehicles. A pipe pistol. It's kind of funny, it's a tier 3 pipe pistol, but guess what? I already got a tier 1 pistol. The timing is impeccable. And by impeccable, it cannot be pecked. Therefore, it is impeccable. Who came up with that word? They're not allowed any more words in the English language. Romans? Well, they need to stop their things. Especially the people who keep trying to correct everything that I am saying inside of my chat when I say something in my... It's not dialect, it's just the way we say things. Mortar and pestle. We actually enunciate the T. It's not pestle. That just sounds weird. And I always have someone correcting me whenever I say it. It's like, no, no, no. You can't just keep ignoring consonants. We already have to deal with pterodactyl as it is. And gnome. Stop. You're not allowed to have your... all of your things. Like certain fish, okay. The word impeccable originates from the Latin word impeccabilis, which means faultless or sinless. It entered into the English language in the mid-1500s. Well, they need to stop. They're not allowed any more words. What word? I missed it. Impeccable. Who shot me? I don't know. You have to scroll back up. Bredicus got you, apparently. Where the heck is the door? Open a door. There, I closed it. I'm gonna go around to every single one of the traders and open all of the doors. I'm not sure which one I should blush more about. Good girl or bad girl? Just like compounding blushing. How's that? It's like aluminum or pineapple on pizza debates. Yeah. From what I heard, aluminum was actually entered in by the person who discovered it as aluminum, and they decided to change it to aluminium to make it sound more sophisticated. Bredica's got leg day going on. Hey, we heard that? Cocktails. Molotov cocktails, that is. Cobblestone pipe bombs. I guess Molotovs.
Look, Buckhead, it's a deal. Disappoint me, and you'll find yourself on the wrong end of a rope.
Tomato potato situation, there are no winners? Yeah, that's true. Or pecan or pecan. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I even had someone correct me on the spelling of armor, and I'm like, well, obviously you're European. Did you not know that we spell it differently here? The way you do things is the only way it exists in the world, and everybody else is wrong. It's fine. I spell my word in freedom units. What do you mean? That was so great. We dropped the most pointless extra U's. It's just like back when communication was doing dit 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 and, you know, sending it over lines and stuff like that was cheaper to shorten the word. And honestly, it probably should have been done beforehand. We wouldn't wind up with so many consonants and vowels right next to each other for no damn reason and making half of them silent. It's okay, the English couldn't even get their own name right. It's supposed to be English. No English? Yeah, it really honestly does not matter. I think as a whole, all of the English-speaking nations should probably just go through and simplify their language. For nowadays technology and sophistication. Of course, every single English major out there is going to be like, no, the history! So, no, we're not ever going to be able to do that. I should sell those. Chicken soup? Do I need chicken soup? I can eat the chicken soup. Okay, do I change over to the pistol? How much ammo do I have? 87. I do have more, but this is going to do more damage. I think. Hang on. This is 30. That's 36. The rounds per minute is 180. I could throw more ammo downrange. Even though the ammo downrange may not be completely accurate, I'll use this up first. Do it! Hit! English majors are not distraught. They're just nerdy language police who get all bent. Language constantly changes. Yeah, that's true. It gets reinvented all the time. And you keep making up new terms for dumb things. Cannot even tell you how distressed I was to find out people were using terms like on fleek and drip. And it's like, okay, I'm an old white woman. Can I use these phrases and kill it? Because it's just annoying. I miss older stuff. Stop. Not that I want extra consonants and vowels, but damn. I'm sure I could kill at least a few nowadays phrases by using it in a video, right? At least a few. I don't want to dig these things up. Okay, hey. You like new terms? I do not. You legit don't know how Fleeks got started? I don't know. I don't either. I don't know. Not even a little bit. I wasn't even born in the age where people were saying groovy, but I prefer to go back to that. Older people using drip just makes you old and try hard, apparently. Really? I can't just kill it by using it? Oh, come on. I'm pretty sure if I used it enough. I mean, it would obviously, you know, kill me online. You know, like people wouldn't watch my videos because I would be so cringe, but if I could take out a few words that were just, like, bad, I would consider that a win. Because you can't tell me that there's not some older folks that are already using that terminology. They just don't show their faces so people don't know their age. They're already using that terminology. Ha! Tigress is in the kitchen cooking something that smells exceptionally good and it's exceptionally distracting. Okay, was that it on the bottom floor though? No. Oh, someone's nasty water. I still say my dude. I say that all the time. I'm never gonna stop saying dude. It will always exist. You're too hungry to talk food? Oh no. I'm sorry, Gray. Do not hit loot. You were thinking about it. I felt it. I felt a disturbance in the force. Stop. Oh. I almost did not hear you over other dude dying. Because zombies still groan as they're dying. There we go. What the heck, dude? Still say groovy now and then? I don't necessarily use groovy, but I wouldn't mind it coming back. I use awesome a lot. I'll hold on to that if anybody else wants it. I don't want it. You like Dapper? Dapper's pretty cool. Smart, sweet. Like that outfit is smart. It's totally sweet. I mean, that phrasing, that does not bother me. These words exist and existed before. We have repurposed them to mean more than one thing. Just like making up terms. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I guess I'm done. That's somebody else's mission. Insert air guitar. Wild stallions! Yes, exactly. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. You also can't use Dapper without a fake Monopoly dude accent. I don't know exactly what his accent is, though. I am actually rather horrible at accents. Oh my gosh. Not encumbered, but I'm gonna drop off anyway. Can I please operate the things? There we go. You can hear it in your head? Yes.
What's up?
Anytime I'm doing stuff and something's supposed to be said with an accent, I'm hearing the accent in my head, even if I can't do it. Hey GF, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? English, a Germanic offshoot that tried to be a Latin Romance language and then went worldwide spree pickpocketing other languages. That sounds about right. That definitely sounds about right. mugging other languages and mutilating them. That's what it does. But I still cannot justify people just ignoring consonants. Like, who decided gnome wouldn't have a G? Why can't we have gnome named Gnorm? And pterodactyl? Do you think they appreciate not having their P? I don't think they would appreciate not having their P. How would you like it if someone just took away your P? Would appreciate it. I understand not wanting to put extra stuff inside of a word. Like armor, armure, armorier, however you say that, armor. But damn, just can't ignore that. How's V2 officially treating you? I hate it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it.
I guess I'll take your cobblestone. Which one's this for? Mountain lions. I guess I'll go for the mountain lion ones.
You want something?
More than you will ever be able to handle there, dude. Why are you selling a stone shovel? Seriously. No, I'll go ahead and buy that one because I actually need to make one of those.
You wouldn't want to get hurt.
Go ahead and pick up the next mission.
Hey, jerk. You
No,
need some
they're
work?
all
Or what?
buried
Well,
supplies.
you're
No,
either
nope,
brave
nope,
or
nope.
stupid.
You're not tricking me into it, right? I
Nobody
saw what you were
turns me
doing.
down around here.
Just trying to trick me into it, guys. I saw him. Oh. I'm not a gnoblin. I'm a gnelf. You've been gnomed. Oh, man. Cat, what are you doing? I don't like V2? No, I don't. I really don't. I'm playing it with hopes that eventually it'll get changed, because typically if I play it and act like I like it enough, they'll change it. So, we're just gonna say it. I love our frost troll. He's very sparkly and magical, and I love him. I can't even do that. That freaking hurt my brain doing that, I swear to God. And the plague spitter is so immersive. Please stop. Oh, man. That physically hurt me to do, I swear to God. Oh, man. You're scary, Chaplain Reaper. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, we need... What all do we need for this? The elf claw? Yes. Works every time? Yeah. Bring on the valley girl. Not the fun pimps! The fun police? Let's hope they add bug spray. That should definitely be the next magical thing that we have. And we should have to drop it on the ground and it spreads out, you know? And it should be like sparkly and stuff. Obviously. 100. Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. Scoob, I don't have enough. And duct tape. Okay, let me hunt some plastic. And just hold it down and take it out while it's screaming. Here, plastic, plastic, plastic. No plastic. So there's at least 2 things you love? Yes. And the progression is absolutely perfect. What I wanted was a Boy Scout badge, or in my case, a Girl Scout badge. It just makes me feel like I've accomplished a lot in my life, being able to earn badges in this video game. I do hope that they make the badges bigger and they stick them to the center of your forehead so everybody else can see which badge you've earned. It'd be perfect. Perfect. She's gone feral. I'm sorry. Oh, man. My sarcasm knows no bounds. The Aussie waifu is totally a Kathy voice. Oh, I know. What do you love about the storms? I have to say the storms are probably one of the few things I legitimately do not mind. I know that there's a lot of people who dislike the storms. Me personally, I haven't been inconvenienced by them. I can see why they would be inconvenient to deal with. What I don't like about the storms is, or rather what I absolutely adore about the storms, is our way of fighting them is just to hide. We definitely do not have proper clothing to actually, you know, like, you can't have an umbrella or put something over your head, or in the case of biome progression or whatever, you can't, like, I don't know, wear clothes that would help you with these things. I haven't experienced all of the storms yet, but I think it's really stupid, some of the situations that we're going through it. I actually don't mind the storms, though. I've already read those. I need to take them home. I think they need a little bit of work, though. I know there's a lot of people who don't like them. And there are some things they could do to make them easier to deal with. Like, it would suck if you were stuck in a storm and you were trying to build, and it's like right before a horde. I can get why that would be frustrating. Of course, that adds a tidbit of, which kind of sacrifice do you want to make in order to survive it? You want the storms to be tougher? Oh, you said rougher. That's wow. Well, yes, it would actually be nice if the storms were rougher. I don't think in many cases, I mean, if you actually walk outside in the storm, you're not really taking that much damage. It doesn't really cause that many problems. The zombies running faster, the special zombies that exist in that world, running at nightmare speed because of the storm going on is amazing. If the storms were a lot harder, it would make it feel, what if they put settings on the storm? It's like, okay, we've got varying degrees of difficulty. What if you have varying degrees of storms and you've got, like, the first level, you just experience the storm, there's no side effect. The next level is like, you have the storm, but it does a little bit of damage like it does now. Then the next one, you have, like, the biome-specific storms cause the biome-specific storms cause the bio-specific zombie to move at nightmare speed, and then hellstorms, basically, that spawns in other bad guys that converge on your location, kind of like a mini horde of some sort. I think that would probably be really, really cool, especially for people wanting to experience scenarios in the game. I now have everything I need. Okay. I think they could do a lot with the storms. I don't think they did enough with them. But as far as the storms go, I actually have no problem with them. It's probably the only thing out of this update that I don't have an issue with is the storm. That, and there's other aspects to the storm that I think they took out that they should have left in there. Like actually being cold, actually being hot, the food situation that happened, your clothes offsetting those things, and stuff like that. The system that existed with the clothing, that completely getting stripped out, and it's just like magical storm. I don't necessarily like the aspect of magic storm. I think that's the way I meant for it to be I meant to say it. Clues? What clues? Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had, biome specific and temperature and everything else like that. We had all of those systems in there that were very immersive. I'm not saying they were the best implemented back then and they aren't now, but what I'm saying is they lost some of that immersiveness and made them magical storms. And a lack of clothing, actual clothes that offset some of that stuff, adds to that knowledge. Let's see. Dune Awakening, then sandstorms were rough. Sadly, Funcom went the Fun Pimp's way, dealing with them and their shelter around every corner. The thing is they also have storms in other games. They have, like some of the Ark versions, they have the storms. The Conan has the storms, and I'll be honest with you, when we played in a server, we turned the storms off because you couldn't do anything outside. During the storm, you would just die. And being on a server, you don't have, like, I get it, a lot of people play hours and hours and hours worth of games. I don't have that kind of time, sadly. That is not the life I live. I don't have tons of hours to develop storyline games, the whole 9 yards, do all of the things. I just don't have that kind of time. So, whenever I go to play a game, I want to play the freaking game, you know? Oh, we could probably put it back here. So if they made it strong enough, it would make it scary to go out during the storms. And yes, you probably want the ability to turn it off and turn it on. That way it's more like a scenario situation. You would play with these settings on, knowing you were playing with these settings to do a specific thing. Kind of like when Jawoodle did his series where he was out in the sun and the sun damaged him. He knew starting out the playthrough, this is what's going to happen and this is how it works and this is all I need to do in order to go through that. If the Fun Pimps created, instead of storyline, which we know that they're not going to get to and probably not get to bandits anytime soon, if they created a scenario system where you could augment those, not just these settings inside this long list of BS that nobody really understands what they do. If this is like, okay, custom scenario 1, what would we call this? Hellstorm. And it would basically be like medium settings across the board, but the main significant thing that would be amped up is the difficulty of the storms. If you were wanting to do hardcore biome progression, the grind, let's call it the grind, you would turn it up to where you actually have to go around and find bits and pieces of clothing that I guess in this point you would have to attach to your armor that would work for a limited amount of time, and you had to go in and find the specific type of thing. Like, you could put a bandana in your helmet because a bandana would protect you from smoke for the first biome. You had to go into that biome, and inside that loot range that exists in that area is a fireman's mask or something like that, and you have to go in and look for it, and you have to keep creating more bandanas. It's more immersive than badges. Not that I don't mind my badges. I love my badges. I definitely want more of my badges. Please put it in the middle of my face. Not that we don't mind the badges. But you know, if you wanted to go for a scenario type of situation and make it a whole lot more immersive. Stop, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll quit. Oh, man. You don't want the badge in the middle of your face? What do you mean? You don't want it sparkly and in the middle of your face? Scenario focus sounds awesome. It just seems like it would be nice to create scenarios, and if they not only had some scenarios that they came up with on ways they want people to play the game would be a scenario. If they were to implement those as scenarios, they could, you know, have scenarios in the game and then custom make scenarios, meaning content creators or people playing the game could go in and augment all of the scenarios share the code with somebody. If you've ever played Outlast Trials, you know what it is I'm talking about. They have the ability to change your variators, the map, the whole 9 yards, and you could share a code and allow someone to play with your custom settings according to this thing. It's basically a scenario. And people could do playthroughs and challenge each other with those scenarios, like certain limitations on how high you can jump, how far you can go, which biome you're in, the whole 9 yards. These custom scenarios could be endless. And that actually, potentially, certain scenarios could potentially be proper DLC. That's just a thought. Okay. Now, we have done that, we have done that. What else do we need to do? This is like day 1. What else do we absolutely need? Throws right me down the ground. Oh boy. Oh man. Ah. Someone's already making the badges better. Well, good, because they really need to work on that. Proper DLC, that's not DLC. That's costumes. Completely overpriced costumes that should have... They were gaming content that should have existed in the game. It was advertised as being in the game. Alpha 21. 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Close to 3 years ago, basically. It was advertised to be in the game. And then they turned it into DLC. So, yeah. What else do we need? Mods are going to save this game? Well, according to the developers, they are expecting the mods to save the game. They just want me to dig. I don't want to dig. What if we work on our biome progression? Alright, where's burned biome? Reaper. Oh, I see you. That way. It'll be a long walk, but we're gonna get all the way over there and we'll get some parts of it done. I absolutely refuse to do dig quests. It's bad enough. Absolutely bad enough that the quest rewards already suck. Just sit there and dig in the ground. There are certain features in the game that have gotten sucky. I actually told Bam, and for those of you who've been with the channel for a long time, you know, there are some aspects of the game that make me feel like I would rather go to a dentist than play them. That's bad. Y'all know how much I love my dentist. Ugh. Yep, I'm hungry. That food smells good. I would normally agree, but what we got a great dentist. Oh. I just have a problem with the whole digging at my teeth thing. Because it's like, go in there, poke your gums start bleeding. Oh, geez, your gums are bleeding. It's like, you just poked them! I mean, like, I full-on flinched. You poked them? And I swear to God, if I have to hear some little old lady tell me how I should be flossing after every single meal, whenever I wake up, whenever I breathe, when I turn around, when I sit down, every step I take, every breath I make, I should be flossing, I'm going to lose my damn mind. They act like we don't know. Like, I don't need this talk again. She's on a roll day. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll stop. I'll stop. I'll stop. This is without caffeine. Okay. I would really like a better dentist office. We had a pretty good dentist for a little while, and then he sold his business to somebody a bit younger and he retired. So he retired like in 2020. When all that stuff was going on, he's just like, yep, things gone stupid. I'm gonna retire, and now he's just gone. Sucks. Bunk. Got that cheek. Okay, I'm just gonna go slap this. I still haven't run into the bees, guys. Need one more stone. Hello. Or tell us that soda and carbonated water is bad. Well, I'll tell you basically anything besides water is bad. Can't have Gatorade. Don't have sodas. Don't have juice. Don't have coffee. Drink only water. Period. Ever.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
Nice. I've got a sledge book. Thank you.
What's up?
Dr. Gamer. How you doing? How goes your stuff? It is a Savage Reaper. Brains for days. Double XP from Sledgehammer headshot kills. Brains for days, guys. Hold on, we must go check this one. When do you start hearing the bees? Is it after you break it? Okay, I get bees on that one again. Oh, that dude's following me. Duck station? Duck. Do you know anything about this? Did you put this here? Has the HOA said it was okay? Ed, talk to me. Oh, jeez. Come on over here, dude. Bees are usually after breaking. Okay. Hello? I'm looking for the burn biome. Have you seen it? I must get my nice sparkly badge. I'm a Girl Scout. I didn't know if you knew this. Okay. Who painted this? Are they on crack? They're on crack, aren't they? Hello? Sniffs what? This is your fault. You're not allowed to paintbrush anymore. Okay, there's a button, but I'm not going to touch the button right now. It's dangerous to go along. Take this. Hey, how are you? Same person who did the wiring in my house? Yes. And my flooring and my entire living room. Primitive armor quality 2. That's cool. Does this seem like Lost? This is fucking Lost, isn't it? This is the bunker in Lost. Is this where I've got to put the numbers in? Yeah. This is Lost. Okay. Hey, I got a legendary part. Hello. Come out of there. Oh no, somebody drank too much. You never finished watching most of that? Duck Station, it's supposed to be Swan, isn't it? Or was Swan the one where they were doing the observation? I don't remember the name of all of them. What was the name of that particular bunker? Because I had several different bunkers. Where does this door go? Aha. Okay. The overuse of zombie closets annoys me. I think their biggest problem is trying to figure out a way of, with their limitations, figuring out how to make zombies scary instead of just existing. Okay, so I take it we just push the button?
Red access granted.
Okay. Do I have to find more buttons? Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The person who made this one, if you were on crack, continue taking crack, please. Guessing I need to go behind this door, huh? Hello? Hey! Oh, jeez. Ah. Stop. You weren't even using the toilet. What were you putting seeds down the toilet for, weirdo? And we already saw that room, didn't we? Was there a button in this room? I did not see one. He was pooping them? Probably need to digest it a little differently then. Oh lord. Okay. You gotta get ready for the cinema. What do you mean? You're leaving?
Yellow access granted.
Yellow. Hmm. Blue. He was self-fertilizing? Oh my god. Gone from 7 days to Sons of the Forest? No, this is definitely not Sons of the Forest. This is Lost. This right here and that right there gave it away. Where on earth? I would figure it was in here. Did I not see a button in here? Okay, I saw the switch. I don't see a button. Aha.
Blue access granted.
Are you gonna start counting down until it explodes? Commando gloves? Yeah. Outside where people are gonna be? Sorry, Liz, I gotta go to the cinema. You know you're sneaking out, right? There will be consequences. Who said that? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's definitely how that works. His butt is floating. Not that he has a butt. Ow, 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 ow. Whoa! Oh my god, dude! I should not have hit him. My bad. I forgot they changed them to non-aggressive right now. Just turned around and slapped him. T-minus 10 minutes to destruction? Yeah, no kidding. This is my meat. Go away. Don't touch it. What was that fall, dude? Okay, north. There we go. Bredicus, I hope you enjoy the movie, but you know you're sneaking out. There will be consequences for your actions. Guys, we're gonna have to get him later. You know what this means. Bar brawling, and... I didn't read it. I hit the button so fast I didn't read it. Is there a trader in this town, I wonder? That looks like one right there. Main loot? I got the main loot, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I got those gloves. These. Well, the ones that I put on my hands. These. You even get a hold of the basement key? Uh-uh. Nope, 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 nope. Consequences. Grab the lube. Well, I mean, those consequences are a little bit different than the ones that I was talking about, but I mean, alright. Wasn't that what you were looking for the button for? Yeah. I got the last button and got into the main loot. Oh, I forgot the box I brought. Oh, well, it's just a medical box. That's fine. I'm not going to go all the way back. It's chill. Thank you, though.
If you drink all the coffee, what's the matter? Can't
Why
find
was your
what you're
sack on the
looking
floor?
for?
Reduced melee damage. This is
You don't
actually
buy
medium
something
armor.
Next time, I'll shoot you.
Let's
There.
get this over with.
Armor fittings, I'll put that into my armor. I do need to drop everything that I possibly can because I am making a run for the border.
A sale is a sale.
Hold on, you buy seeds
Even
though,
if it
don't you?
isn't. Well, look who decided to show
Yeah.
their face again.
Take that. Take that. I have a bit of money. Do you have any actual food? Have you learned to cook? Wait. Always land silently. Ah, man. Oh, man, Scoob. Right, you need to learn how to cook. Baked potatoes. That's
All
negative
right,
water.
Now that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
Business? We're done doing business. There we go. Don't sack shame, right? It's old? Oh, well, thanks, Sag. Okay. I mean, you make a valid point. That is true. Everything else looks okay for now. Okay, going north. You got a cooking pot? No. I don't know why I thought I needed to look inside of it to find out. I can't believe I just stuck up for wrecked. I must have a concussion. That is true. I mean, you probably need to be checked out. Do you have a local doctor you can make an appointment with same day? Because it could be serious. Okay, now then, in order to do this, we do have armor. We need harvest mushrooms and look for nitrate. Harvest mushrooms, look for nitrate. Maybe even look for containers. Excuse me, I have a smoking problem apparently. There's a container. Oh my goodness. You are not the type of zombie I need to kill. Just stand right here. There we go. You have wrecked fever. Oh no. Oh no. What's the prognosis, doctor? Dire consequences. Dire prognosis, yeah. Oh. There's a container. I thought I saw some nitrate. There we go. Just saw those. Sadly, Emmett must be put down right away, otherwise you'll start liking wrecked. Dramatic sounds. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, well, let's go get some oxygen. I have recovery issues. Of course we need to do the smoothie, and I don't have anything here to cook with, so that's a bit of a problem. I need one more container. Actually, I don't need to have anything to cook in. I just need water. Which I don't currently have. Focus on one, please. Oh no. Okay. That should be all of that one I needed. I have 6 skill points? What am I doing with my life? Catching my breath, that's what I'm doing. Same thing we do every night, Pinky? Yes. Try to take out the world. Makes me wonder if they make any cartoons like that anymore. Just can't beat Pinky in the brain. Come on, a little bit more. There we go, 500. Let's go catch our breath. I need to find a bit of mushroom. One more. There's a birdie boy. Hello, dude. Sorry, they made me do it. I can't believe what you're gonna make me do. Shrooms? Shrooms? This is how I imagine spending the apocalypse. Shrooms! Hello? Dean, have you seen the shrooms? Ah. There we go. Okay, I just need a few more of those guys. I gotta spend a little bit more time in here. Let's just keep an eye out for the zombie that we need. Move out of the way, mountain. I'm trying to do a thing. Not the zombie I am looking for. Aha. Here we go, here we go. Tried to watch the reboot of Pinky and the Brain and it sucked. Pinky doesn't even say Narf anymore. Aw, no. Things just can't be replaced anymore. You can't do it anymore. They're better off doing reruns. You know what? We're going to keep doing this, and they're going to take the mushrooms and the spawn of Bernie boys away from the center of the biomes, around these center areas. So you have to go into the town in order to get them. instead of just skirting the edge. You know it's coming. As soon as they figure out how to do it, you know it. I know it. We all know it. It's coming. Come on! I need to hurry up and get these guys so I can go make my magic potion so I can spend longer in this biome. Probably help if I just had some regular water, which I do not have. Plant fibers and coal. We'll go over here and get it from this. Oh, Bernie boys, where are you at? In my single player, there was 0 burnt around gens. I had to go to town with Dangerous Cities mod on to find them. Oh, no. There's another burning boy. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing, Fluffy. Okay, I have the stuff I need in order to make the juice. Except the water. I do not have the water. Come here, dude. You're on the hit list. Kill burnt zombies. Is that good? Yes. Okay, now the only thing I need is some fresh water that I can make this stuff with, and we're good to go. I will have my first badge, guys. I guess now I just have to head back south. It's magic because of all the shrooms in it? Yeah, exactly. I think maybe the problem is we're not actually gaining any new abilities, we just think we are. Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. Yes, exactly. What do you mean? You don't like your sparkly Girl Scout, Boy Scout badge? They should definitely make it a sticker so you can put it in the middle of your forehead and show the entire server you did it. Because everybody likes to show off their badges. I get suspended because of sarcasm. Whee! No! Oh, man. Can't believe you've done this. Well, I mean, I do have some points. I probably should do something about that. First one, we need an intellect of 3. Ghoul Scout badges? Yes, exactly. Your day is ruined and your disappointment is immeasurable? Yes. All of those things. I do not have the stuff I need to make a splint. Let's go slap this tree, because what I need is the bees to actually spawn now that I've got a messed up leg, right? I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. I wonder how high I can get that timer to go. Is this a tiny bit of desert in the middle of nowhere? Sure, fam, how you doing? How's your stuff? How's your things? Yeah, that's a tiny bit of desert in the middle of this biome. Interesting, interesting. Sadly, I think before I can even start working on this, I have to go and get the other badge taken care of, don't I? Desert done? I actually need to move my marker. I keep getting off track here. You're calling nanigans? Yes. Okay, gotcha. Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing, Ed. I'm on a mission. I have to get back home. It's a long walk. Dude, look at this view, though. No, ma'am. There goes that leg. Ow. Okay. Do not need an episode of hiccups in the middle of a stream. Come on! I think it's absolutely remarkable that they made it to where you can just continue moving around and doing whatever the heck you want to on a sprain and it does not matter anymore. My time hasn't been going up. I haven't gotten a break. A sprain just means your character makes noise. Moves a little bit slower. Hiccups suck, they do. Whee! Oh, it was Frank. Okay. I distinctly remember there was a playthrough that I died and I had to go back and watch the footage to figure out why it was that I died. My leg was broken and I was moving around on my leg and bled out because I kept jumping while my leg was broken. Ooh, loot in the middle of the road. Glue. I need cloth. So how many people are already making playthroughs in 2.0? You started an experimental? Okay. You guess you? You guess? Yeah, it might just be easier to get these. Need a few more cloth fragments. It's more like playing 20 minutes to say screw you game and log out and go back an hour later. Gotcha. Come on, cloth fragments. Okay, and then splint. Craft that, and I can finally stop listening to my character grunt. There we go. You were playing 1.1 until the 2.0 update got pushed through and my world corrupted. Gave up, went back to playing Alpha 20. Oh no. Yep, they're major versions. You basically have to start your world over. I think there's a lot of people in console that are having an issue with that. They want to be able to play their old worlds and they don't have the ability to roll back or stop it from updating unless, of course, they unplug their system. I don't know, is it just me or does Alpha 20 seem like peak? Because it was before the Alpha 21 update when they started talking first about DLCs and recommending like the new armor and everything else like that. It's just like the old clothes, the old system, that kind of stuff. Alpha 20 was peak? Yeah, it really was. Alpha 17 or 18? Really? I was in there like 4 or 5 days before Alpha 18 dropped, so I never got to experience 17. Alpha 18, I had no idea what the heck I was doing, so I really couldn't tell you. I was brand new to the game. I'm almost there, guys. Oh my gosh, that was such a long run. No, 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 no. What am I making again? There we go. Wait, how many of those did I have to make? Was it 3? 1, 2, 3. I just have to craft 1. Okay. Crafting is slow. I really keep hoping at some point they will do a combo skill system, leveling system that combines the books and the skill tree in a do and learn type of situation instead of do or learn, which they had do before and learn afterwards, and now it's just find all the books in the apocalypse. So I hope one day they eventually try that merging of two things. I don't think that they will. They seem pretty stuck on this one. But I think that would probably fix a lot of people's issues with it. That would be nice, yeah. It would be a huge step towards immersion. Axel, how you doing? And redeem. We officially have our badge as soon as I go see the trader. Hang on. We're gonna go to the trader and get it. I want my magical badge to just appear on me and be sparkly in the middle of my forehead. What do you mean I gotta go to a trader and get it? Isn't it magical? Shouldn't it just appear? With the badge fairy? Can we get a badge fairy? We have trolls. Can we have badge fairies? Oh, man. The current system is bad. I'm an old MMO player. I've seen a lot of talent trees. Yeah, no kidding. It was so magical after it appeared after you met Jen? Yeah, exactly. Did I hear bag fairies? Yes, bag fairies. We want badge fairies.
Morning.
Since we have...
I got a hangover, so just keep it down.
Okay, I'll go out here and explain badge fairies. Since we have magical potions in order to go into new biomes, we have trolls, frost trolls, we have our sparkly badges that we should put in the middle of our forehead. We should definitely have levitating badge fairies that just appear and descend upon you to slap you in the middle of the forehead with your badge whenever you get it. And it should sparkle.
Make up your mind or make your way out.
He makes
Watch
a good
yourself,
point.
stranger. I know some fellers that break legs for coin.
Oh, I still have to spend time. What am I doing? I can't get it yet. I'll come back to you, badge fairy, later. I can't go back right now. I can't make that run again. I had to come all the way back home to get water just so I can make that. And I had to go back 1.5K back up north in order to spend more time in that biome. I think I'll try and get my bike first. I go for bloodshed? Okay, gotcha. I need food and water so bad. That was a long hike. Though, we did find the bunker from Lost, so it was not a complete loss. I see my screen over here doing like frameage problems. Mushrooms. I do have a friend where we're talking about making a server-side overhaul that involves combined reading and learning by doing system. Giddy frame drops OBS hasn't been noticeable on the stream? Okay. Well, that's good. It's just Over here on this screen, it's showing it. A combination, like the way that the Darkness Falls does it, and a few other mods actually do it, is a combination of learn by doing and then skill points, and that just, it makes so much sense. I don't understand why they're so resistant to the concept. Like, no, we don't want you sitting in the dark in some corner of a room crafting 5,000 axes. It's like, what else are they doing at night? They can't go out at night. Why does it matter? Why does it matter so much to you that you stay up at night trying to figure out a way to stop them from sitting in a corner making axes? If they choose to make the beginning part of the game boring, they can make the beginning part of the game boring for themselves. It's like the people who make drop bases. Some people find drop bases very boring. It's like, okay, well, you don't have to make a drop base. So if you don't have to make a drop base, that means if you find them boring, don't make a drop base. You won't be bored. It's a sandbox game. Leave it alone. What are you doing? I think in a lot of cases they're asking themselves, how do we want people to play this game? Not how can we make this game more immersive and feel more realistic? I don't think that they ask that question enough. At all. They're here.
They're here.
Sergeant, how you doing? How goes it? How's your stuff? How's your things? I really don't want to put that one in. Let's do this one and this one. Heck, I'm all for them making the game more difficult, but it needs to be immersive. Immersively done. Find ways of making it feel more immersive, more like a zombie apocalypse, more like every decision that you make is life or death, and not in cheesy ways. I think people would respond well to it. I really, really do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is throw a kid in a sandbox and watch them play with toys. Yeah, exactly. Lurking while playing surrounded. Great game, by the way. Sounds cool. Yeah, that's what a sandbox game is. You give them the thing and you watch them play. You don't tell them how to build a castle, how to dig their sand, there's ways of making the game more difficult and challenging and things like that without messing with the sandbox. Without dumping all of the sand out of the sandbox and then just giving them the shovel and saying, here, you're only allowed this. Yeah. Okay. We are going to redirect on YouTube. So let me see if there's anybody I can redirect to. If it will let me. Do we have someone we can redirect to? No. I do apologize, guys. There is no one we can redirect to. So, YouTubes, thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I do apologize if I'm a little... I guess I could say salty. I'm being sarcastic in some ways and very truthful and hiding a lot of how I feel about this update all at the same time. And I'm treading a fine line of criticism and attempting to still have fun regardless. So I do apologize if that is very evident, but I feel like I'm cranky and I need a nap. No, I don't think this is crankiness. This is... Cranky means tomorrow I'll feel better and I wouldn't criticize the game. No, this is a bad update and I'm trying really hard to still be optimistic about the game and playthroughs and gaming in general. I'm still trying to be that, while still also saying, without a shadow of a doubt to anybody who comes to my stream, that I'm not happy about it. And I don't mind saying that I'm not happy about it, but I still want to enjoy the game. So that's what I'm going for. I don't know if it's coming across that way. Probably heavy on the sarcasm is probably how it's coming out. But I do apologize. We're going to have 7 days fun regardless to whether or not 7 days wants us to have fun. So I will see you next time. You have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny, guys. Bye! Bye, YouTubes!